Hey guys, so how freaking cool would it be if you had something set up so that you could go ahead and have new followers following you, liking your stuff, interacting with you, and it was all people within your target market, and it was all people that you really didn't have to work all that hard for them to follow you and start engaging with you. Well, this tool that I have found called Instagress is that exact thing to kind of hit the easy button on using Instagram and getting people to follow you and like your content. Now, this is one of the ways I've built up my account, but Instagress is a great way to build up your account in a way that it's relatively cheap and it's easy to use. So you're basically going to go to instagress.com, and Instagress is just a bot that goes ahead through Instagram and it'll like people's things, it'll comment on people's things, start following them, it even unfollows them. But basically, you get to decide which of those options that Instagress does for you. But using Instagress, you have a free 3-day trial. After your free 3-day trial of using Instagress, you can opt to either do a 3, a 10, or a 30-day. And I actually went for the full 30-day because I was that impressed with Instagress. So as you can see here, I have it set so that it likes and comments on people's things. I do not do the follow and unfollow option because for me that's just a slippery slope, because you can get into, sometimes your account might be blocked through Instagram if you are following and unfollowing people while Instagress is doing the same thing for you. So just to avoid a complete headache and making you want to throw your cell phone out the window, I just advise not doing the following and unfollowing. So this little main settings section is kind of self-explanatory, but let me get to the real meat and potatoes. So Instagress has this new feature right here called locations. So essentially what you do, or what I did at least, was I went ahead and I typed in different places that I liked or that I knew some really cool people within my target market would like or would be going to. And so I typed these in, and essentially then what Instagress is going to do is anytime that somebody tags a photo that they're at one of these locations, my Instagress, when it's running, is going to go through and it's going to like these people's photos who have tagged that they're at this location. So that's going to get me people that are looking at my stuff then, like, who the hell is this girl? And these people are going to be within my target market. So chances are they're going to come back to my account, they're going to see who it is that I am, and they're probably going to want to follow me. Another thing is I also have this set up so that if, let's say, for instance, it's set up to like people who are following Paige Hathaway, it'll go through and it'll like their content. It'll like their photos. So I have that set up as well. But this is where I really want to get into it. So these tags are important. My tags are set up to reflect my target market. So my target market, I'm looking for people who are into like the law of attraction. I'm looking for people who are into holistic food, yoga, meditation, all of that kind of stuff. So I have hashtags set here that are reflective of my target market. I even include, like, for instance, I went to the University of Toledo, so you're going to find the University of Toledo right here. You're going to see Toledo, Ohio, the Huntington Center, which is like just this sports arena, Lululemon, Cafe Gratitude, which is an incredible vegan raw restaurant, Siva Ann Arbor, Tubby to Toned. If anybody is actually tagging their photos with my username, I'm going to go ahead and like it using Instagress. Or I should say Instagress is going to go through and it's going to like anybody's photos that are tagging their photos with any of these unique hashtags. Now, when you first start using Instagress, Instagress is already going to have recommended hashtags that they can start liking for you. just go ahead, wipe all of those out, and take a deep look as to what your target market is. And anything that you feel is relevant to your target market, go ahead, type that into your hashtag settings so that it is essentially looking for people that you jive with and that you really click with. Another thing is I have it actually now set up so that it will it will comment on people's photos. So before, I had this set up so that it would comment on people's photos, and it just didn't really go too well because it was commenting on inappropriate photos. But now that I have concrete hashtags for it to be searching through, what this is going to do then is it's going to go through and it's going to comment on anybody's photos who is tagging their photos with anything of the hashtags that I have above. And these are really just nice, I guess, comments. I mean, they could really be used for anything. Let's say somebody posts some food porn or somebody posts the results. Then one of these are going to be displayed on their photo instead of, wow, you look awesome, when it's just actually a photo of food and it's not a person themselves. That's kind of a dead giveaway to the person that, Instagress commented on their photo that, you are using a bot. And so this is just a really nice, easygoing way to use the comment feature. If you go ahead and Googled emojis for your computer, you can find the different emojis that might be of interest to you that you think would be applicable, and you could set those onto your Instagress account. So essentially, that is how I use Instagress. Like I said, I use the comments, I use the hashtags, the username, and the location. Nothing for following and unfollowing.